Hi, this is Rad from MR Sportscars. Here I've got an absolutely stunning Porsche 911 Carrera 4S 997 Gen 2 Coupe. It's finished in Basalt Black Metallic and it has some really amazing options. It's a car we sold 5 years ago. We've got it back. It's a very rare car and very hard to find. It is in fact a 6-speed manual with the Porsche short shift kit. So yeah, very desirable as a result. It's got the 19-inch sport design alloy wheels. All the S models, 2Ss and 4Ss, have the guards reds. Brake calipers are turbo setup brakes. It's just had new discs and pads at the front. It's had new tyres at the front, the Bridgestones there, and it's got Bridgestones at the back, Bridgestone Pretenders. All the wheels are in great condition, as you can see, as is the rest of the paintwork. It's a May 2010 car, and yeah, we've given it a machine polish and waxed it, and so it looks absolutely fabulous. It's got the bi-xenon headlights with the headlight washers. It's got the daylight running lights, which all the Gen 2 cars have. It's got the silver front vents there. At the back, it's optioned with the rear wiper and the absolutely glorious sounding Porsche Switchable sports exhaust. Now this is the 4S, so it's the all-wheel drive wide body, so it's 4.4 centimeters wider at the rear end, so those arches stick out 2.2 centimeters wider on each side. You can tell by this extra lip here, which is on that slightly wider rear bumper, slightly wider arches. Tail lights are the same though, LED tail lights there, and then it's got that rear reflector at the back. Now on the inside, it's also got some really lovely options. This is actually a factory exclusive car, so it's got a few factory exclusive options, including wheel spacers at the back, which are, I think they're 5mm. They are 5mm. Fronts are as they are without wheel spacers, and they were fitted from the factory. It's got the extended black leather interior with the contrast silver stitching, so it's got leather on the whole of the door, the dashboard, the armrest, obviously the seats, and then the rear seats as well, and the side bits at the back. It's got black Alcantara roof lining, which is all in great condition, just like the rest of the leather. And it's got these very special 16-way hardback adaptive sport seats, which have not only a lumbar support system, they're fully electric. Every single control is electric, including the base. So not only can you adjust the height, you can adjust how high the front is versus the back, so you can actually adjust the angle really nicely. And then the real piece de resistance of these seats is the adjustable bolsters. So these bolsters are down here and here, go in and out to suit your preferences. It also has the memory system, so each of the two keys has its own individual memory on the driver's seat and the mirrors. And then you've got two extra settings there on the door card, so there's a little memory control panel on the driver's side. The backs of the seats are the dark grey hardbacks, and as you can see, it's also fitted with the factory exclusive guards red seat belts, which are also really nice. And then it has things like the Sport Chrono system, so it has the stopwatch there, the silver face one. It has a full satnav system, and it has the auxiliary and USB and iPod connectivity there. Full UK and Europe satnav, CD player, obviously Dolby 5.1. It has the BOSE 13 speaker 385 watt sound system, which is a digital system, and it has the obviously that large subwoofer at the back there. Now this system reportedly is one of the best factory Porsche setups you can get of any era. This BOSE system is perfect for this car. Doesn't vibrate, doesn't rattle, it's got lovely bass to it, but also lots of definition as well. So yeah, hard to beat for a factory setup. There's all those controls, those 16-way controls for the seats there. And then it has the heated seat option. It has the climate control, so you can set a temperature and then it will sort of do its magic and point them where it needs to be, or you can actually manually override that. And then because it has the Sport Chrono Package Plus system, it has the Sport button, which increases the throttle sensitivity. It has a switchable sport suspension. As standard, all S models have that. And then it's got the factory exclusive switchable sports exhaust as well. So really nice suite of options on this car. And I'll just start it up so you can hear it. And it's got a full Porsche main dealer service history. I'll just go through that history in the provenance file that we put together. And it's all been updated with all the latest diagnostics that we've done. So it's covered 52,857 miles. So that's it starting up there. And the next service is due 17,200 miles or 591 days. So just under 2 years' time is the next service. It has the round-centered leather steering wheel, sports steering wheel, which is free from any extra buttons and fussiness, and it has that lovely short shift kit, so the throw is very short but very precise, and it has actually recently had a transmission oil change as well. It had a new clutch in 2018 from memory as well, at somewhere in the mid 30,000 miles. I'll actually look that up. So I'll just turn the switchable sports exhaust so you can hear the sound difference. So you hear the tone change. It doesn't necessarily make it louder, just makes it more sporty toned. So that's with it on. If I turn it off, gives it a much gruffer sound. So this is the file we put together. It's a 2010 car, as I said, but this is a full option list. You can find this on our website. You go to the advert and it's on the right hand side if you're on a computer. If you're on a mobile, you'll scroll all the way to the bottom of the advert and you'll find this PDF, which we've printed out here for the file. Diagnostics are all good. It's only got range 1 and 2 over revs, which are at or just below the red line, which is exactly where you want it to be. Any misshifts will be recorded as 4, 5 and 6 potentially, so that's what you look out for, particularly on manual cars, to make sure they haven't been misshifted. Engine hours check confirms that the mileage is correct. It hasn't been altered or corrected or clocked. And also the VIN details, so what the car actually says it is in terms of its VIN number, engine number, everything else is all confirmed, including all the options. So it's registered May 2010, service 2012, 2014, 2016, 2018, 2020, 2022. This is all at Porsche main dealers, and 2024. As well as having that stuff done, the clutch was replaced 33,000 miles by Porsche Colchester. 2020, the transmission oil was changed, the short shift kit was fitted, and the coolant crossover pipes were changed along with all the coolant. Spark plugs were last done in 2022. Drive belt and also the tensioner were done in 2022. And it's had the front discs and pads done June 2024. So everything is all up to date. It's obviously fully HPI clear, ready to be enjoyed. It's 4 previous owners, so not that high number of owners for a 2010 car, being now over 14 years old. I'll just show you the front and rear boots, and I'll show you the rear spoiler. So that's the rear spoiler. I'll show you the front boot. Oh, so there is the memory control panel there, so you can see you can set both keys and also 2 extra settings there. So it is the front boot. All the tools are as they should be under here. So you've got the Porsche tyre compressor, the set of tools, towing eye and the locking wheel bolt, and also the tyre gel there. It's got the Porsche battery under here. There we go. So everything is as it should be. This is a real collector's piece, this car. I haven't come across another manual like this since I sold this 5 years ago, so that just gives you an idea of how hard these are to find. So there is the engine. Well, what you can see of it is the airbox, and then the top of the engine's back there. So these are a 3.8 litre flat 6 powers all four wheels. Between 5 and 40% of torque gets sent to the front wheels automatically. You don't need to change anything, it just does it intuitively. The engine has 385 horsepower, 310 foot-pounds of torque, and it will do 60 in around 4.5 seconds. Top speed's around 185 with the manual. Now this is a great flat six engine. As you can hear, it sounds beautiful, but also it's direct fuel injection engine. So they changed the technology from 2009 onwards to make them a lot more reliable. So these cars don't suffer bore scoring, IMS bearing failures or RMS oil seal leaks, and they're the only era, the oldest era we will sell of these S models, 2009 or newer, for that reason, because the engines don't suffer any of those issues, which are very disappointing when owners do suffer it on the older cars. Not every car is affected, but there is a number of those cars out there. So we only focus on the Gen 2 997s, as you can see here. It's lovely to find one in triple black. It's sort of the colours that everyone, well, a lot of people, when they were young, imagined owning either a Guards Red Porsche 911 or a black 911, and it's still got that instantly recognisable 911 silhouette. It's the last era with hydraulic steering as well, so it's got a beautiful wheel feel behind the wheel, and they ride absolutely beautifully, sound amazing, and they are actually a great everyday ownership prospect to own and run. Or you could, with this car, you could cherish it and take it out to lovely Porsche events, or just enjoy it at the weekends, especially with that 6-speed gearbox with the short shift kit. So there you have it. If you have any questions or if you're interested in this car, please don't hesitate to get in touch. Thank you for watching.